Hi there, and thank you so much for joining us. The day is finally here. In a little more than 3 hours, the Twins will be back out at Target Field. Today's home opener against the Cleveland Guardians is at 3:10, and the team is coming off of a pretty big win in Milwaukee. If you're heading out, it's good news in terms of weather. Jamie, I was just talking to our sports director, Reggie Wilson, and he's like, look, everybody wants to know about this weather. We need to call Jamie. So this is now why I'm just pitching it over to you.
I can tell you right now, it's absolutely gorgeous out here. Now, the temperature's a little on the cool side, but when you're in the sun like this, it feels absolutely amazing. We can take a look right now. Target Field, 46 degrees, mostly clear skies. And again, looking overhead, I see nothing but blue skies here. The winds, though, the winds will be out of the north today. Good 10 to 15 miles an hour right now, north at 15. Makes it feel like 40, but again, if you're going to be in those seats where there's a lot of sunshine, I think you're going to be treated to a fantastic day. Don't forget the sunglasses. And you can see as we get to first pitch, 3:10 this afternoon, temperatures will be hovering pretty close to 50 degrees. We'll have a little bit of cloud cover that's coming in from the east, but not anticipating any showers, but maybe get a little break from that bright sunshine if it's in your eyes, again, depending on your seats there. But I think overall, considering that it is early April, this is a really nice home opener for the Twins and for the Twins fans.
I think you're making a lot of people happy, Jamie. Thank you very much. And hey, the Twins do take the field today with a 3-2 record and really high hopes for another playoff run. Julia Daniels gives us a preview of what we can expect from the team this season.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Julia Daniels. Twins fans, the wait is nearly over. The Twins home opener is this afternoon as they host Cleveland, and there's tons to look forward to this season. Obviously, we know in this league there's a ton of changes made in the offseason and during the season. And for the Twins, they felt that most in their rotation, losing Kenta Maeda and Sonny Gray. They tried to add some veteran presence with Anthony DeSclafani, but he injured himself this spring, which means Louie Varland is getting a shot with his hometown team. And Rocco Baldelli has all the confidence in the world in what they've got.
We have plenty. We probably have more star power than most teams in baseball. You look around the field, you look around our pitching staff and the things that all of our guys can do. We have more than enough to go out there and succeed.
First pitch is set for 3:10 today against the Guardians, and they should be riding pretty high coming off a big win over the Brewers yesterday.
Well, if you're realizing today's game seems too good to miss, you're in luck. Some tickets are still available. Here's a look at what's available right now on the Twins website. Prices start at $20 for a standing room ticket, but they go up to nearly $150 depending on where you'd like to sit. Multiple sections still have room available. Well, there are several options for parking in downtown, including 7,000 spaces in the ABC and Hawthorne ramps near Target Field. There's also 25,000 spaces in surrounding parking lots and ramps. Reserved parking is available through the Target Field Spot Hero parking page as well. Well, even with reserved parking, you might want to get to the game early for some of the special events happening today. The first 10,000 fans through the gates get a free beanie. And friends, what do I like to say? If it's for free, it's for me and it's for you too. So several Twins legends, including Justin Morneau, Kit Urbeck, and the Puckett family will be welcoming fans into the stadium. It sounds like a lot of fun. And then before the game, the team plans to honor the 3 Burnsville first responders killed in the line of duty earlier this year. Of course, our sports team will be at all of the events today with team coverage both on air and online. Well, we're learning more about what happened when fire crews got to a fire at an abandoned apartment overnight. It started on 5th Avenue South in Minneapolis. Here's what our crews captured while following the situation throughout the morning. Minneapolis fire officials tell us that they were called to the apartment just after 11 last night. Once they were inside, they found squatters who ran out of the building. Flames quickly spread to multiple floors and into the walls, and firefighters were called out of the building.
We had some collapse go from the top floor into the floor just below and where the fire room was, and we had firefighters almost in that room. That's at a moment when we pull them out. It's just not worth it, especially when there's collapse.
Well, no injuries have been reported, but officials say this is a building that has had several previous fires. A Minnesota woman is dead after an elephant attack during a safari in Zambia. Overnight, a friend and neighbor of 80-year-old victim Gail Matson confirmed the incident. The conservation tourism company Wilderness says 6 guests and a guide were on a game drive when their vehicle was unexpectedly charged by the bull elephant. Another woman was also injured. Well, today we're learning more about what happened in the moments immediately following the Apple River stabbing that left a 17-year-old dead. This morning, a nurse who was on the river and tried to help the people who were stabbed took the stand.
Slow. I was trying to run fast, but the water was too thick, so then I ended up kind of falling forward and army crawling across to him, and when I got up, there was a blonde boy.
Andrea Baldazzo says that she was also tubing on the river with her family and friends when she saw 17-year-old Isaac Schumann laying along the river with a gash on his chest. She began CPR until paramedics arrived. For the first time, we're also seeing the body cam footage of the moments Nicolay Mew was arrested. He's on trial for the murder of Schumann and the stabbing of 4 others. He's claiming self-defense. Well, in less than a month, Uber and Lyft say that they're planning to leave Minneapolis over a recently passed rideshare ordinance. But now, Lyft is offering a compromise. In a letter to Council President Elliot Payne, Lyft says it would consider staying if Minneapolis adopted the recommendation from a statewide rideshare study. That would give drivers 89 cents per mile, just under 49 cents per minute. The council is already set to take another look at the ordinance at their next meeting next week. Well, today, President Biden is expected to have a call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. It comes as an aid organization calls for an independent investigation of the Israeli strikes that left 7 of their workers dead in Gaza. World Central Kitchen is calling on the preservation of all documents linked to the attack. They're also asking the home countries of people killed, including the U.S., to support their calls. Israeli leaders say the incident was a grave mistake. We're also learning today that just Monday, the Biden administration authorized the transfer of more than 2,000 bombs in Israel. Today in Taiwan, aftershocks continue following a massive earthquake this week. We're seeing new video from inside of a hospital where nurses quickly reacted to protect newborn babies during the quake. Today, officials say more than 1,000 people were hurt and hundreds are still missing. Well, we are still keeping an eye on the Powerball. Nobody won the jackpot again last night, bringing it up to $1.23 billion. That's nearly $600 million cash option. Jamie, I already have a list of things that I would buy and do. The problem is I actually need to play.